You're listening to the latest news on this edition of AFN Newswatch on the net. I'm Air Force Sergeant Braden Smith reporting from our studios in Mannheim, Germany. Republic of Philippines officials foiled a second terrorist plot in their country in a week. Petty Officer Chris Mullen reports.
The Filipino military arrested a man Thursday suspected of trying to smuggle 6,000 detonators from the southwestern island of Jolo. Jolo is home to Muslim rebels with links to al-Qaeda. The suspect and an unidentified woman carried backpacks aboard a passenger ferry bound for a nearby island. The woman escaped arrest. Authorities believe the explosives would be used by the terrorists in their bombing attacks. Last week, military officials foiled a plan from the same terrorist group to bomb the capital city of Manila. Petty Officer Chris Mullen, AFN News.
When soldiers get into heavy combat, sometimes it's necessary to call in airstrikes. Those airstrikes have been guided and the smallest of errors, can cost hundreds of lives, including civilians and friendly forces. The training for this can be demanding and requires a lot of attention to detail. Army Sergeant Frank Minnie has more.
For 3 weeks, these airmen train on how to guide aircraft in for close airstrikes. It's arguably one of the most difficult jobs on the battlefield. The first 2 weeks deal with a lot of classroom exercises to prepare them for the final week's real deal, which requires a lot of multitasking.
We have approximately 1.5 mic playtime.
This multitasking can be nerve-wracking for service members like Senior Airman Thomas Hungerford, who was first in line for the exercise today.
You know, this is the first set of aircraft. You always feel a little, want to just dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure everything is perfect, all the safety restrictions, safety regards. Yeah, there's a little bit of a nervous factor.
And there's a lot of I's to dot and T's to cross. And all of this is closely monitored by instructors, who must always think safety. So while this airman may have a difficult job, the training is thorough and prepares him for future deployments, where the smallest of errors can mean the difference between life and death. So remember, the next time you're in need of some close air support, you may be calling on a squadron like Senior Airman Hungerford's, whose motto is simply, death on call. For AFN, I'm Army Sergeant Frank Minnie, Grafenwehr, Germany.
That's going to wrap it up for AFN's Newswatch on the net. Tune in to AFN PowerNet and AFN Eagle radio stations for continuous updates on military, national, and international news. You've been listening to Newswatch on the net. I'm Air Force Sergeant Braden Smith.